Hello children of class 10. This is the second video regarding the power sharing. In the first video you have already learned about a little bit ethnic composition of Belgium as well as Sri Lanka. So today we are going to learn about the majoritarianism in Sri Lanka. So Sri Lanka emerged as an independent country in 1948. Clear? So in Sri Lanka, in previous video I have already told you that the Sinhalas community, they were the majority people. Clear? Now the leaders of the Sinhala community, they used to secure dominance over the government by being the majority. So as a result, what happened? The democratically elected government, they adopted a series of majoritarianism to establish a Sinhala supremacy. Clear? So in 1956, an act was passed. For what reason? To recognize Sinhala as the only official language, disregarding whom? The Tamil. Clear? Now, the government, they followed policies which only favored the Sinhalas, applicants for university positions and government jobs. So, a new competition also been made in which it has been said that Buddhism was the only religion they used to opt for. Clear? So all these government measures coming one after the other, gradually increasing the feeling of alienation. What do you mean by alienation? Alienation means to make the feeling of separation. Okay? Among whom? Not among the Sinhalas, but among the Sri Lankan Tamils. Because in the first video you have already said Sinhala speakers there were 74%, Tamil speakers there were 18%, and among the Tamil you can find it out the Tamil those who are residing out there and the Tamil who is coming from the outside. Clear? So they felt that the major political parties which was led by whom? By the Buddhist Sinhala leaders, they were very much sensitive to their languages and the culture. And they also felt that the constitution in situation like this should be also be done. Clear? Now, government policies, they denied equal political rights. They also denied equal political rights. Then discrimination against them of not getting any job and other opportunities which were ignored by the Sinhala government. Clear? So the Tamil people, they wanted that being a minority, we also want a same thing what the Sinhalas are getting. Clear? So as a result, what happened? The relationship or the relation between the two communities, between the Sinhala as well as the Tamil communities started to build a bitterness among themselves. Clear? So Sri Lankan Tamils, after that what they did? They started launching a parties and a struggle for the recognitions of the Tamil as an official language. So for many regional autonomy, equality of opportunities also been securing, demanded more of the provinces for the Tamils only. So by 1980s what happened? Several political organizations were formed. What they demand? An independent Tamil Elam state in northern and eastern parts of the Sri Lanka. Clear? So within this process what happened? There was a distrust between the two communities turned into a widespread conflict which turns into a civil war. So as a result what happened? Thousands of people from both the sides means what? The Sinhalas as well as the Tamil, okay, they have been killed, okay, thousands were wounded, many families they were forced to leave the country as a refugee and many more lost their livelihoods. Clear? So Sri Lanka's excellent record of economic development, education and health, you will also find it out there in the next chapter. Clear? Now this civil war caused a terrible setback. What do you mean by setback? Affected on the social, cultural, economic life of the country. Clear? So this was a majoritarianism. Next one. Now we are coming towards the accommodation in Belgium. How the power sharing were done in Belgium. Clear? Belgian leaders, they took a different path. They took a different ideas. So they could recognize the ideas, the existence of the regional differences and cultural diversities. So between the 1970s and 1993, they amended their constitutions 4 times. Clear? Now, to make the differences into a similar way within the same country. There should not be any differences. Clear? So that is why here 4 of the Belgian model has been approved. In number 1 Belgian model, what you can say, Constitution prescribe that the number of Dutch as well as the French-speaking ministers shall be equal in the central government. There will be no discrimination between them. Okay. Then number 2, many powers of the central government has been given to whom? To the state government of the 2 regions of the country. In Belgium, how many regions are there? 2. One is the Wallonia and one is the Flemish. Clear? Next one in number 3, Brussels. It is itself is what? Belgium's capital. So Brussels has a separate government in which both the communities have equal representation. Equal representation means one, equal members. Clear? So here in this, what is been said? French-speaking people, they accepted equal representative in Brussels because the Dutch-speaking community in Brussels is in a minority base, basis. Clear? Now in the fourth point, in the fourth module is that apart from the central and the state government, there is a third kind of a government known as a community government. So I think the word community signifies what? Togetherness. Okay. So it is elected by the people. By whom? Belonging to one language community, Dutch, French and German speaking, no matter where they live. So all these different community people speaking in different language, they have formed a third kind of a government, that is a community government. And this government has the power regarding what? Culture, educational as well as a language related issues. Okay. So you find that the Belgian model was very much complicated in the beginning, but indeed is very complicated even for the people, those who are living in Belgium right now. But what was the outcome? The arrangements have worked well so far. Clear? They helped to avoid differences between the 2 major communities and the possible divisions of the country on a linguistic lines. Linguistic means the different languages. So right now what happened? Many countries of the European, they come together, okay, to form the European Union. And you know what? Brussels was chosen at its headquarters. Okay. So children, differences come when? When different people started speaking in a different way, different ideas. So that differences you have to create in a similar way. Okay. This is how Belgium has proved by introducing the 4 Belgian model. Clear? So what do we learn from these 2 stories of Belgium? Both are democracies. Yet the way the power sharing has been recognized differently. Clear? In Belgium, what you saw? Leaders have realized that the unity of the country is possible only by respecting the feelings and the interest of the different communities and region. Such a realization resulted mutually acceptance arrangement for the power sharing. And in Sri Lanka, what it showed? Just the opposite. It shows us that if a majority community wants to force dominance over the others, it is going to refuse the share power. And what will happen? There will be no unity in the country. Clear? So whatsoever happen in both the countries, power sharing should be shared among our different countries. Clear? So this much for today in the second video, children. Go to the second video very nicely. Try to understand. Clear? It is not complicated at all. Okay. So we will meet on for the third video. Okay. Stay safe. Thank you.